Hey, hey! I forgot about StreamYard. I forgot it's a couple of new things in here. I gotta get used to. How you doing, Miss Betty White? Welcome to the chat. This one I'm just chilling and just got back from work. Um, how do I get this overlay? Okay, there we go. Hey! Wow, I need some light over here. Oops, I'm knocking stuff over. Trying to bring out some lights. Let there be light. How you doing, Miss Betty White? Welcome to the chat. So glad you could join me. This is my first day back in the workforce. Um, I'm currently employed at the Salvation Army. Um, Basically, I'm working as a volunteer. You get a stipend, and it comes through AmeriCorps. And so that's what I wanted to update you guys about. Ooh, I need a new do. Um, yeah, so I've been MIA quite a while because I've been trying to step my coochie up, as T.S. Madison would say. Um, what I did was got myself back into another school coursework, um, taking a class with Apple to get my Apple Tech certification because I want a job that required having the Apple background in the solar industry. And I did not want to go into debt going back to school. So I took the volunteer job through AmeriCorps, um, which will actually give you money for the school, grant money after in the service. So it's you do service time. I should have had my AmeriCorps shirt on, but it's there. I got the family, business, true business, the work you don't see. Stay repping that. Um, so yes, your girl is employed now. It's part time, thank goodness. And like I said, it's through AmeriCorps, and you put in service like you do with the military. And after you do your service time that you agree to, then you'll get the grant for the educational grant. But while you are volunteering, you do get a stipend. So it's not like an hourly wage or anything. You just get a monthly stipend, once, and works for me. So that's what I'm going to be doing while I take the Apple certification. Let me see if I got the. So, FYI, FYI, Apple has opened their door to anybody. It was used to be a closed and proprietary ecosystem. It's still pretty proprietary, but this is like the first time historically that they allowed anybody come in to take their Apple training, that you could come in off the street, because it wasn't always like that. So I'm just letting you know, public service announcement, that at this time, Apple was allowing people, I don't know if it's still going on, but it was when I joined, um, allowing people to take their training free of charge to be a developer. So if you like to want to learn programming and you want to get into the Apple world of programming rather than the Windows, because that's what my world was, Windows, for over 30 years. So I want to add to my belt the Apple world. Hi, Slide. How you doing? Long time no see. I have been MIA, and that's what I was doing, explaining some of the reason. Part of it is because I got myself back at school, and I also just started a new job. Today was my first day. I'm trying to see what that is. Is that a smiley face? Oh yeah, child. He's over 40 ass. So yeah, I've been having these two laptops go up against each other, head to head. My MacBook, um, Voc Rehab helped me get the MacBook you need, because that's all you need to take this class. You don't need no money, but you do need a MacBook. You need an Apple device. You need to have a MacBook, a iPhone, or iPad, and it has to be the operating system has to be Ventura. And I see, and I'm saying this because I don't want you to end up running into the same problem I did. I started out and they said Monterey Jack is what you needed. Now all of a sudden they changed it to Ventura. So the computer that I got through Voc Rehab is too old. I wasn't able to upgrade it, because me, the techie that I am, I was like, okay, so they changed the operating system to Ventura. I'm thinking I could just upgrade it and add Ventura to this computer, but they have their own little test, and they let me know with their own little test that this one could not be upgraded to the Ventura. So that was a bummer. So I'm gonna have to send that back, and they're gonna have to help me get another device. But for all of those of you who are looking for a career change, life change, or whatever, you can join Apple Care in their training and get free training to be uh, Apple Care technician or developer. What up, Big Sis? Where you get that tablet, Stan? I'm McCormick. I got this from Amazon, and it's a company called Beeland. Let me see. It's so hard to get this phone off of here without too much trouble. Beeland. And I say that everywhere I go, somebody asks me about this neck holder. It's quite the conversation piece. You said put it in the chat. I can put you a link to the item in the chat. Let me do that. And I tried to contact the company because I was like, how many people stop me in the street every day, everywhere I go? I could be your brand ambassador. Could be making some more sales. Because everywhere I go, they think that's like, it's so cool. So let me see, can I get that and go to I'm not sure if I can do that in this live, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try just for you. Just because you asked me to. And I can't remember when I purchased that. Oh yeah, because I ain't doing a lot of shopping in 2023. I just bought a mouse. Okay. All right, so I am going to get the link here and put it in the chat. So if you're interested in this is just a clamp. So wait, let me get the whole thing. Okay, the whole store. It's called Beeland, and they got other accessories, but this one is quite the conversation piece. And it does absolutely hold tablets and cell phones. It's Beeland. Okay, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. So you should be able to click on it. And if they keep this check, y'all know us little channels we pee on, so YouTube really don't give a damn about keeping your chat with your video. Let me see. Is it a way to put it in the description? I don't think I can do that while I'm in the live stream, but I'm willing to go back later and put it in the description because it is quite the conversation piece. And I was like, this company need to have a brand ambassador, or not just me though, because everybody, everywhere, I mean, everywhere I go, excuse me, y'all, I'm chowing down on dinner because I knew I was going to be too tired to be trying to cook anything. And I was, but I'm going to let this be a story time so y'all can understand the magnitude of me having the exact job that I have. Now, y'all, I haven't shared with y'all that I had a health risk. I did share it with my real family and friends on Facebook. I had a health scare, which caused me to go into the emergency room. Well, not the emergency, but urgent care. And from urgent care, they sent me to the emergency room. So now I was really scared. Anyway, I did all kinds of tests and whatnot. Just didn't know what was going on. And I will be making a whole other video just because it's a female thing. And I'm going to invite females. It's a female issue. And I was a little bit annoyed, but I understand it. But then again, I still was annoyed that no women discuss this. And I do think part of it is just because of where is at, the issues at, so people are modest. So it's sort of like sex. Your mother never really, really sits down with you and tell you about sex. You waving your hand. Hey, Ben Stinker. I'm glad I'm in your thoughts, and I miss y'all. Came back to update you and tell you what's going on with your girl. Basically, I got a job, and I'm about to tell my story because what led up to it is significant. I did get hired in December, and I didn't start in December, and I was supposed to be going with my son to Turkey. You know, my son went to Turkey to get his dental work done. Got a beautiful smile now, and that was like our plan. We had planned it for years, and so he went, and I thought I was going, but I got the call from AmeriCorps saying, we want, they called me to work. And so I didn't go. Oh, excuse me, y'all. That's why I said, don't talk with your mouth while you eating. Anyway, I didn't get a chance to go with him to Turkey, and that was crazy what happened after he left for them to have an earthquake. But anyway, I stayed behind because I was hired, or at least I thought, but they had not started me. And a little later, I was still wondering what's going to happen. And they did finally call me and place me. They placed me in this place called Computer Bank. And I thought they were going to place me there because of I thought they did it because of my computer background. But really, AmeriCorps is just the way it's set up, at least here, is wherever you're needed. It's sort of like I don't know what other public servants out there that like volunteer firemen and policemen. It's wherever it's needed. So I didn't stay at Computer Bank, and I showed up for the first day of work, but they didn't even have a desk for me. So I was like, okay, fine. And I did not worry about it. And I was just waiting for them to actually place me somewhere or get a desk or whatever. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't tell whether I really had a job or didn't. They just didn't, or they was just slow because it's the government, and you know. So I'm still waiting to figure out where I'm supposed to go. And so I have this health scare. Now, what I was doing behind the scenes that didn't have nothing to do with me getting a job is that I was helping my son with his website. And he had paid me. So I was working hard on it. I had dedicated fair amount of time to his, getting his website live. And this health scare comes along. Well, now I dropped everything. I pulled away from everything and everybody, and all I did was focus on getting whatever testing done that I needed. So, honey, I got the pap smear, the mammogram, the bone scans, the x-rays, the MRIs, the everything. Everything. Because the particular health issue was in an area that my family does have a history of cancer in. So that is why they treated it seriously, and they put me through all those different procedures to make sure I was okay in order to go through with the procedure to see if I have cancer. After the procedure, it turned out I don't have the cancer. Sound like somebody coming in. Who is that? Anyway, after I found out I did have the cancer, I gave my son his money back. Anyway, once I found out I didn't have that, then I had to get back to living life and figuring out why. I just went to my follow-up appointment, which he, with certainty, said was no cancer, the doctor said, and there's no polyps or anything like that. I am going to have a whole video on just discussing the lady part of it. But anyway, right when I'm thinking, how am I going to survive to the end of the month, I end up getting a check over the weekend before I ever worked. I got paid. Anyway, so I just thank the Lord that He looked out for me and got me through the health scare. And I really just came on to update my followers on what was going on with me while I was missing in action. And that's basically it. And this was my first day of work. And I'm just checking in, letting y'all know that's what it was. Anyway, my family showed up unexpectedly. I wasn't expecting that. So I'm actually going to come about this video and rejoin you because I really do want to share the intimate part of the health scare, because what happened in my family is the other women came forward and telling me that they had the same issue and ended up having hysterectomy. And so I was scared out of my mind because I didn't want to lose my lady parts. Okay, if I can help it, I want to get out this life in this world without having to be cut on or nothing removed or cut or stabbed or nothing. I just don't. But I do want to discuss it because I felt a lot like you do, when you're a young person and you don't really know about sex and your mother don't really sit down and talk about it. Well, guess what? It's the other side. I'm on the other side of life. And after 40, there are issues that are unique to being older. So I do want to talk about that. I probably planned it ahead because now that I'm a working lady and in school, I'm definitely gonna have to plan these things out and stick to a time. But I just came on here impromptu, and they say these lives ain't really good for the smaller channels. But I just knew if I waited, the video would never get done. If I kept waiting for you know, the edited one, we'll be sitting up here meet with me still getting around to it next year. I didn't want it to be like that. So as I said, I just wanted to come on here, make an announcement, tell y'all my story. Um, it's just a miracle because when God got something for you, that's what He got for you. It just is what it is. I've been sitting up here with doing computers all my life, and that's what I was trying to do was be around computers even when I was volunteering. That's not what God wanted me to do. So He took me out computer bank and put me in Salvation Army. I didn't understand why. Now I do. The job is so cushy. It's so no brainer, so easy that I was easily able to bring my computer to the job. It's quiet. I can hook up to the Wi-Fi. I don't have the same issues I have at home. So I could do my classwork right there on the job. They gave me the easiest days of the week. I thought I was gonna be, working the days when they had a food pantry, but and I volunteered for that. They asked me what days would I like to work. I said, well, I work on the food days, the busiest days. That's fine with me. They put me on the non-busy days. It was easy breezy, man. But about 2, 3 people came today, the whole day. So the whole day. Well, look, now that I got this kind of job, I I I, I would like to hire an editor. So you right there, Al McCormick. I really would like to hire an editor because I have been getting the footage in. Like I recorded all of the lady part stuff. You know, is you're not supposed to record your medical situations due to the HIPAA law, but it's me. It ain't nobody else in there. You just hear voices. I really don't think it need to be discussed and told and said because I'm sure a lot of people like me sit around and don't really know. And we don't really have that discussion as women. We don't discuss the lady parts, after as you get older, things happen that are different than when you were younger. And we need to know. We need to have that education. Um, and yeah, um, I'm blanking out because I didn't know I was getting ready to end impromptu, but I guess I am. Uh, I'm go ahead and finish my fish and okra. Um, and yeah, I do. That's a consideration. I am seriously considering for hiring an editor because I do have a lot of footage and I just don't have the time. And look, everything I tried to do in my life, God pulled me away. He don't want me sitting in front of this computer all day, getting new additional issues, health issues that are chronic. I got carpal tunnels in both hands. I got a prism that's going on the left eye. It, it's a thing going on with my ear. Both of my shoulders is impinged. One is for mouse, and the other one is just carrying a bag around all the time. Then my knees is just from sitting sedentary in front of a computer. That's not where the Lord want me to be. Much as I love computers, so it's just living proof that you can have dreams and visions, but if that's not the goal or destiny that God have for you, it ain't gonna work out for you. No matter how much you push the issue and think that's you. You say, "Oh, this is me. This is what I love to do." If it ain't what God intended for you to do, it ain't gonna work out. Things didn't go smooth for me until I gave in to the universe and recognized the fact that God don't want me in front of this computer. He said, "Tell the family how I will." Hey, oh, you messing with me? It's Imogene. Hi, Imogene. How you doing? Yeah, so you Miss Baby Sis messing with me. I do intend to make that video of just the lady part stuff. Cause I think it needs to be talked about. It shouldn't be in the closet. Cause I was totally freaking out from the beginning to end because I really didn't know what was going on. And editing ain't no joke. You right, honey. Editing is not no joke at all. It's very time consuming. To get those 5-minute, 10-minute videos y'all like, baby, they be taking hours and days. The upload alone, a 3-minute video still take an hour to upload. Yeah, that part. Yeah, so I feel like absolutely that was God's destiny for me to get me out the house. He don't want me sitting here in an isolated life because I was isolated and I was getting more isolated and COVID came along. So yeah, I had the best excuse in the world to even be more isolated, but that ain't what God had for me. I thought the lady who placed me in Salvation Army was trying to be funny, trying to put me somewhere because I said, where where the special and mentally ill people be. That's where y'all put me. It wasn't that at all. That's where they need the help at. It just it's perfect. It's the perfect job for me right now. Because I was able to bring both of these computers in there, sit them right there at the desk with me. And I knew it was a good sign when I got there. The chair that was there at the desk was tall enough. Because I had that issue too. Yeah, sitting been the new smoking. It's been the new smoking. I was saying that 20 years ago to the doctor, and that was when I was begging for the first chair. I said that because I had read an article literally titled that "Sitting is New Smoking." Well, nobody listening to me. I finally got the chair, and I found the chair that I did. How I found it at the doctor's office, because that's what I was worried about. Was I gonna, was they gonna give me a hard time about this chair? And that's why I went to work today to make sure I had a schedule because they still ain't gave me an official schedule. They said it's because my background check haven't came back. The results haven't came back yet. It takes 2 months. But anyway, I thought I was gonna have yet another issue with the chair because they won't let me on the handicap bus with the chair. Ain't that something? The handicap. I had an issue with that. So the chair was tall enough. I took a video of that. I'm gonna post that on Facebook. But yeah, the chair was tall enough. So it was meant. It was meant. It was meant. I was supposed to be there. And I was able to do all my little school work. Quiet, no distractions. And it was only a handful of people that came in to the site that day because most people come in on the day of the food pantry days. And they do want me to come in sometimes on Sunday when they have Sunday service. You got me back at my little PC. I'm at my PC, so I can't do emojis. Yeah. And I'm mad this MacBook, I can't connect up other stuff so I could type in respond to the comment like I want to because the keyboard is janky on this MacBook. And they was like, we don't know if we're gonna be able to get it get a reimbursement. Hey, sis Trish. I love you too, sis Trish. I miss you. You missed the beginning because I was talking about my little health scare and then my good fortune with the job. I came on because I really wanted to let people know what was going on because some people were concerned about why I was disappeared so long. And so I'm checking in. And just to let you know, I'm okay. Thank the Lord. Um, and Now, just the public service announcement that I'm gonna be saying more often in more than one video. Ladies, after the age of 40, even if you don't uh, have any symptoms, go in and get your different tests. For example, the mammograms. I hated the mammograms, but it was my 70-year-old aunt who made me go in my 40s. That's when I first started getting mammograms. But I hated that procedure so much that I procrastinated. I procrastinated 10 years. Don't do that, ladies. Right now, it's way easier to get a mammogram than what it used to be. Even the pap smear is like, it's not fun being up on the stirrups. But even that was easier. So my sister begged me to get the colonoscopy. And she knew that routinely they tell you if you're under 50, under the age of 50, you don't need that. She begged me to go, and she told me what to say. She said you got to tell them that cancer run in your family. And when I said that, sure enough, because when I first asked for it, they was like, "You too young, you don't need that." So if it run in your family, you need to tell them that, and then they will act accordingly. So get your colonoscopies, get your mammograms, get your pap smears. It don't is it I talked about more than once. Eartha Kitt lived a healthy life before it was cool to be, eating clean. She was growing her own garden, eating green back then, and lived a completely healthy life. She did not drink, she did not smoke, none of that. And she was a wonderful dancer. So she was athletic, very fit. Um, with her career, traveled all over the world, lived well into her 80s. But she might have lived longer, even longer, had it not been for the fact she was, you know, diagnosed with colon cancer. And it was a cancer it's a cancer that at least now is easily preventable. So when I went for my first colonoscopy, they found 3 polyps, and I'm glad they did because that could have been cancerous. And they removed it. And I did that because my 47-year-old sister begged me to go, who's no longer here, who passed away from cancer in her 47th year. Um, so because I had such a scare and I had realistic reasons, they were real. They weren't just me being overly anxious or anything. Um, and they treated it such because they gave me every test and stuff under the sun. And Like the mammogram, I did not look forward to it, but I did everything they told me to. Matter of fact, I still got a couple more tests to go through, a pulmonary test on my chest, my lungs, and I did the mammogram. Now the mammogram is so easy. It's not the torture that it used to be. Um, so got the mammogram done, got everything done, and the procedure. And so yesterday I went for my follow up, got the good news that I'm a-okay, and in fact he told me. So he said it's quite common. It's not really unusual. It's part of aging. So I didn't know that even after you stop having a cycle, you could have issues of, spotting. And you said you going under the tunnel. Oh, you holler at me. Hey, Kareem, I'm glad you joined the chat. I'm gonna be coming back. We just gotta work it out, plan it out now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that compliment, sisters. I feel good. I am in a good mood. That's why I hopped on here today, because God knows I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do no more videos. But hey, loving my hair. Ah, so good to see you. Dang, yeah. I just wish I had more time. Now I really ain't got the time. When I had too much time on my hands, I was here, but now God want me busy. So I'm busy with a job and busy with school. Um, so I'm going with his will. You can't fight against his will. When he got plans for you, you can have all the plans you want to, but they ain't gonna work out. I'm here to tell you, living proof. Much as I love the computers, he is making me get up off in front of these computers, no matter what I do. And it's like, it's so many times he'd tap me on my shoulder, Dad, you need some more reasons why to get your ass up. Nope, I don't need no more. And the last one, you know, the last health scare, that's enough. That's enough. I need to get up, move around, get some fresh air. Like on a day like today, sunny day, we need that sun for 15 minutes to make that vitamin D activate. Okay, you can take all the vitamin D you want. That's the one thing that did come up with all the tests that I did have. In the bone scan, it did reveal that I do need to add more vitamin D, which I did. I add vitamin D, but baby, you could suck up bottles of vitamin D. If you don't get out in that sun, you're wasting your time and your energy. So it's more to it than just taking supplements too. So I'm changing. I'm changing. I surrender. I surrender to the universe. I'm saying, hey, look, I know I need to take care of me and I need to do better. And so I came on here. Uh, why you saying no, Imogene? You said no. Why you saying that? You got me cracking up. Why you saying that, Imogene? If you saying no to the computer part, I need to give up. Well, I just know that at this time, at this point in time in my life, that is not his priority. He want me to get out from in front of these devices. Cause even when I went from the computer to the phone doing this, that hurts. He don't want me in front of the gadgets like that all day long, like that. It's clear. I don't know why you saying no, my sweet sister, but I'm glad you joined the chat. But I'm about to get up out this video because I have company. And in that note, I'm gonna get up out this video. Um, yeah, because I want to come on. I want to make other videos. Like I want to do a comparison and contrast to the laptop I got and the MacBook that I'm doing this video on. Yeah, where you at, boy? So all right, y'all. It's been real. Boy, I've been getting into the this one DJ with South African house. Oh my God. The music. Wait a minute. If you can't, I can hear. Anyway, I'm gonna use the outro. I wanted something as an outro. I'm gonna have to create an outro. So I just use my intro as an outro. So yeah, I'm gonna get up out this video. Thanks for joining me in this chat and the playback crew. Come and drop a comment. Let me know how y'all doing. And this is my way of letting you know I appreciate y'all. All those who gave me the well wishes while I was going through the changes. All those who came and checked for me. That's one reason why I feel personal obligation to come on here live and say something about it, because there were plenty of y'all that thought about me outside of YouTube and was just checking for me. I appreciate that too. So anyway, now peace and love. I'll see y'all in the next video.